Hey everybody, so I want to share a little bit about why I got into Norwex. We've honestly been trying to be more cautious of chemical-filled cleaners for quite some time now because we all have various sensitivities to harsh chemicals. Over the years we've found some that work and some better than others, but it seems like nothing really works better than the harsh chemical-filled counterparts, or at least at that point. Other things just weren't as good as we wanted them to be, and that became very evident when we inherited my grandfather's cat, who is very, very territorial, and started peeing on the floor. We tried some essential oil-based cleaners that said they would keep pets away from areas where it was used, and that did not work. Not only did it not remove the smell of the urine from the floor, it did not keep the cat from using the same exact spot the very next day. Our house began to smell like a litter box, so I broke down and bought a leading brand, heavily scented floor cleaner that at least masked the smell, but at what expense? Not only was I using a ton of cleaner on a weekly basis, but the chemical fragrance was wreaking havoc on my family's health and well-being. So in the midst of all of that, with trying to figure out what best to clean up cat urine, a sweet friend of mine went to a Norwex party and jumped right into the business. She added me to a group where she talked about all the great things this magical microfiber cloth and water could do, but I was so skeptical. I very nearly removed myself from the group. One day she posted a video where she rubbed raw chicken on a plate, cleaned it with that wet Enviro cloth, swabbed it to show that there was no trace of protein, and licked the plate. I was a little bit in shock. I was definitely intrigued, but I still couldn't make myself believe that this cloth and water could remove cat urine odor. I mean, that stuff's disgusting. And since that was my main concern, I blew it off. At some point, she talked about cleaning up potty training accidents with this cloth, and that finally got my attention. I started doing some research and found video after video of this cloth actually doing what it claimed. When I found a third-party video, I knew this had to be what I was looking for. So I jumped in to the business because if this cloth and water actually did what it said, I wanted all the things and I wanted the discount. The day my product arrived, of course, my cat pottied on the floor right in front of me, as was typical. I cut open the box, threw the blue mop pad on the pedal, and before I could get the mop handle attached to the mop base, the puddle was soaked up. So I took the soaked but not dripping mop pad to the sink, rinsed it out, wrung it out, and went back over the spot just to make sure that all the urine was up. I again rinsed and wrung the mop pad and hung it to dry. The next morning, I have to tell you, I just knew that not only was my mop gonna stink like cat urine, but so was the floor. I totally expected that when I got up. But when I got to the dining room and did not smell cat urine, I was shocked. I'm like, all right, it worked. And then of course I'm still gonna go and check out the mop pad. And again, blown away. It did not smell like cat urine. It did not smell wet. It did not smell musty. There was no smell. So all right, I'm excited. I reused the same mop pad for a week, just rinsing, wringing, and hanging to dry before it finally had a very, very faint musty smell to it, not a cat urine smell. It was time to wash it. Slowly, our cat has been peeing on the floor less and less, and what used to be a daily occurrence currently is maybe an every 2-week occurrence and seems to be getting better. I finally found a natural way to clean even the nastiest of messes, and I have to share it with everyone. Not only is it safer for our families, our homes, our environment as a whole, but it works better than anything I have ever tried, and I have tried a lot of stuff over the years. My why is because I love these products that really work the way they say they will work, and maybe even better. So there you have it. That is why I love Norwex, why I jumped into the business.